Oh yeah, good afternoon. It's Shay and
Candace.
from Grassroots Football Adventures. Apologies, I did do a post match last night, but I waffled on a bit too much, so I deleted it, and I'm going to do another one now. We just uploaded, well, the videos from the first half of the Linnets. Obviously, we haven't got any for the second half, but I know you can elaborate a bit more on that. Why?
I had to leave because it was raining on me, and I just I I just had to leave. It was raining, and I was kind of upset because by the time halftime happened, um, Barry had already scored 3 times, and it was just really I couldn't deal with it. I was angry.
No, I felt the same. To be honest, we're both still sick. We've obviously, as I said, yesterday morning. We've been suffering with colds. Candy's well, we both are still. We feel a bit better today. We've had a nice lie-in after being out all day today. We went to a gig last night, so we didn't get back till about just after midnight. So yeah, we got in the shed at 10 to 1 yesterday. So I was
Ooh.
stood in the shed for about almost 4 hours. Candy was stood in there for 3 hours. So my feet were fucking freezing, and yeah, so we didn't do anything for the second half. To be fair, it started raining, hailstone. We wanted to protect the camera, so us decided, yeah, put the camera away. Wasn't very optimistic for the second half, and to be honest, apart from the Noah Roberts shot in the 73rd minute, fair play to him, 16-year-old kid who I'd give him man of the match, and he only played half an hour, and he's 16. It says it all, doesn't it? There was not fuck all worth filming. Yeah, so we got to the first half one. So obviously a couple of the titles. Apology if they sound a bit. I'm not trying to make them sound like clickbait or misleading, but I've just maybe been a bit more abrasive in my titles than what usually am. But for me, it's just me being honest, and people don't like it or think it's too strong. That's fine. Obviously, people can think that, but yeah, disastrous result really. As I say, I'm going to say now. I know people might not want to and that, but fair play, Betty, best team, deserve the win, and fair play to them. They'll go on. They'll probably win the league. No, they will win it. So fair play to them. They're a much better team, and I've got to give credit to them because they were the best team. And it's easy for me to sit here and say, "Oh yeah, it's everything the Winnets did," but Berry come and yeah, they played us off the park. Menegade's boys who just bullied us in that first half, and second half they didn't even have to do anything. It's almost like they went easy on us. I think they felt a bit sorry for us. They went, okay, we'll keep it to three, and they sat back and they thought, right, we can easily defend. So fair play. It's if you're a Berry fan, you're going to be very happy, and fair enough. We just wish it could have been us, but it wasn't. So no, fair play. Better team won, and you got to
Well,
give credit to them. I know obviously there was the first goal. There's some controversy, but we'd still be playing now, and we wouldn't have fucking scored. So we were still getting nothing from that game. I don't think. Um,
I wouldn't say better. I mean, like, from what I see from my perspective, I don't know much about football, but um, their style of playing seems really chaotic, really just all over the field. I mean, I don't know.
yeah, I don't know. It's just as Elwo said in his post match. He said we just gifted in the goals we gift wrapped, and they didn't really have to work hard for them. Like this, I don't care that all goals come from mistakes. I understand that, but we really did just it's almost like we felt scared to challenge them. You see this, I think it's the either the second or the third goal. Two players fall over in that sequence. One player falls over outside the box, and as the ball comes in, another one takes a tumble and falls over. It's almost like he's fucking what's it, the Monty Python theme tune in the background playing when that happens because it's just comical. I'm not trying to like embarrass anyone or make fun of because I would never do that because it hurts to lose. But I just thought, oh my god, this is just an absolute shit show. And but very better team by far. Deserved the win. We didn't deserve anything out of the game. If you don't have a shot on target till the 73rd, 74th minute, you don't deserve anything from a game. No Roberts fair play came on, 3-0 down, 16-year-old come on, nearly caught the keeper off his line, nearly went in. You know, he kind of looked like the only one that looked up for the fight yesterday. I know you got to be careful because what you say about people, because I'm not in their heads. I can't. I could easily say, oh, they didn't give a shit or they didn't care, but it's kind of you just got to be a bit careful with that. So I kind of I don't know. I'll kind of refrain from going down that route because you just don't know. Obviously, they were completely outplayed, men against boys, and just bullied us. Like yeah, say a bunch of adults against a bunch of toddlers. Sorry, but they did. I'm sorry. I know that might sound harsh, but that's what it looked like to me. That's just my opinion. I'm not trying to be critical or to be disrespectful. I'd never want to do that, especially against my own team. But I'm just being brutally honest. I'm not going to sugarcoat it and say, oh, it was all the referees' fault. Oh, if it was the lines, we would have got something. We would have got fuck all, regardless. You
I have a
know.
question.
Yeah.
Um, you know what my opinion is on set pieces.
Yeah.
Why do, do they practice the set pieces on their practice days?
Um, I don't know. I find it hard to believe they do because I know we've scored a couple of set pieces, but I feel like we don't score enough. I know not every team scored, and you can't score from every set piece, but we don't score enough from set pieces, in my opinion. And we don't make the best of the opportunities. We got a few free kicks yesterday, a few corners. You know, sometimes in these big games you've got to score from them because you're not going to get many. But yeah, it was fucking miserable all around. You went in the car at half time. My hands were fucking cold as well. My feet were freezing. I went. I think it was about 4:45, just as the 90 minutes were about to tick over because we had to get a train to Manchester at 5:10. So I needed to leave so I didn't get stuck in the traffic getting out of the we know where the Queen of Hearts is and that because we got the train to see a gig. Left the car at Runcorn East and came back I think about till midnight, so I've been absolutely exhausted today. I've been in bed like to like 11 to like midday today. I was so fucking tired, and the clocks went forward as well. I didn't realise. But yeah, we just uploaded the first half one, so that's it. You know, why protect the camera? The weather was turning. It was kind of hailstone and it was raining. It was oh fuck knows what was going on. But yeah, we got to win at Friday Trafford. Got to win Monday. If we don't win both them, then I'm not. Yeah, I can't. No one has a crystal ball, but I would then start going back to the fear of we might drop out playoffs altogether. I don't want to get all right overreactionary because of that. Yeah, it was only the third loss at home. I understand that the home record has been fantastic, and I give them credit for the home record, of course. It's just what was it we were saying about when there's a sellout crowd? Apart from the Buxton game, okay, that was unlucky. 92nd minute, we nearly nicked it. The 84th minute with Craney's header, so unlucky. We just like what's the phrase you call it?
Shit the bed.
Shit the bed, yeah. Yeah, might sound harsh, but you know, for City or Liverpool playoff a game, this one yesterday, I can't really put the books on there because we were unlucky in there 2 weeks higher. But this is one thing you could say. You could look to that Buxton game earlier in the season. You could say, well, people, all right, yes, Bury are the best team. They are going to win the league. Yes, they'll probably be back in the Football League in the next 5 to 10 years. But we played the National League North side, Buxton, 2 divisions higher, and we nearly won it. 84th minute, Lewis Crane heads it. Guy, I don't know how he does it. He jumped up and headed it out from under his own crossbar. Great defending, and then they only score because, unfortunately, our ex-keeper Greg Hall seems to not be able to get down. He can't really get down very well. And that was 92nd minute, and that's a key that we nearly, like seconds away from a replay and could have won it. So we know that they're capable of, doing well against good teams. We've seen it, but yesterday, for whatever reason, it didn't happen. Didn't turn up. I spent 4 hours in the shed. Fucking feet are fucking freezing. Hands are fucking freezing. Sometimes I don't want to go in on like the club or any personnel at the club, but you imagine that. Imagine if you're a supporter like me. You get there, it's 10 to 1. You stood in the shed, you got your spot, you bring stuff to the game, you're there, you're supporting your team, and then you get served up with that. This is horrible. It's like a kick in the gut, really. And I feel like sometimes it does make me angry because it makes me feel like maybe I don't know, I'm not going to mention any names, but any people might not give a shit or they might not understand the importance, of the supporters who would get there early, and obviously everyone's. I know it's not a lot of money. That's not the main thing, but everyone's either paid to go in season ticket, and I feel the fans deserve better. I think they deserve better than yesterday. Again, this isn't just because we lost, but we just went down like the Titanic in the first 30 minutes. Just complete collapse, and that was it. If we'd lost at the end, though, it was really harsh. I would have, been like, oh, it's really unlucky if we'd really fought, or we'd just been unfortunate. I could say, that's really unlucky, but when you just sunk like that, yeah, it's hard to take. Right, I'm going to end this now before it cuts me off, because it'll cut me into two videos. Not me, it'll cut the thing into two videos. Yeah, I'll get this up now. So yeah, shit day all round. Got to win Friday, Monday. So we'll see what happens. See you all next week.